tough, hard for a win against Army. The one thing you know about Army is they're going to be unbelievably disciplined, right? And we watched them on tape. I mean, they played Duke tough for, I would say 28 minutes in Cameron Indoor Stadium, and I just knew they were a good team. They're a well-coached team. They're disciplined, and we're just lucky that we pulled the win out today, man. Our guys got stops in the end when we needed to get stops, and this guy stepped up big for us today, coming off the bench. Now we just got to keep getting better. Got a week to prepare for Villanova, in addition to Thanksgiving. So just kudos to all of our guys for just pulling out a tough win tonight.
Questions for you, Khalil?
Yeah, Khalil, obviously you had a big first half. Do you think that you're kind of starting to find your role within the team?
Coming into the season, I kind of already knew my role. It's just, me being a freshman, I'm starting to get more comfortable in it, knowing different spots on the floor where I could get off or where I could make my teammates better, or get them the best shot possible.
Have there been any areas where you've seen that you're getting a lot more comfortable in?
Yes, off the pick and rolls, I'm starting to slow down, play with a little bit more pace, and I'm getting to my shots, and that's making the defense collapse on me. So the extra pass, coach's motto, one of his biggest mottos this year was good, better, best. So if I could get to my shot, then the defense will start, keying on me a little bit, and I'm able to find my teammates.
Mm-hmm. And then last week, or against Delaware, I think you only played 3 minutes, but then obviously you had a big role coming off the bench today. What was your mindset going into the game?
Another one of coach's vocal points is always stay ready. So against in the Delaware game, it just wasn't my time. So me staying ready, me staying locked in, me coming back to practice and focusing on the little stuff, definitely helped me prepare for this game.
That shot right before the half, did you think it was good?
Yeah, I knew it was good.
All right. And
Thanks, Khalil.
Good job.
Questions for Coach?
So obviously, you guys have had crazy close games throughout the first four games of the season. How do you think that that's going to help you guys going forward?
You know what, man? It's helping me because, when you're in close games, there are all different types of scenarios that you got to prepare for that you don't prepare for when you're in blowout games, right? So the fact that, our 2 losses came in overtime, our 2 wins were nail biters down to the wire, has only, put us as a staff in a position where we're really thinking about and focusing on late game situations, how we're handling free throw line situations, and who should be in the game and what points in time. But also, you realize that we have a lot of depth, we got a lot of versatility. We're still trying to find our way, find what combinations of guys, play best together. And, it's a long journey, and we just got to keep getting better.
Mm-hmm. What are some of those things that, has there been a progression in practice in terms of okay, now, maybe you've played a few close games in a row, we're going to start working on this a lot more?
Yeah, so, offensively, we want to figure out how we're going to play in the second half when we get tired. You know what I mean? And I think we saw in the Sacred Heart game, I thought we were exhausted and we were playing too fast. And we turned the ball over, had costly turnovers in that game. And it's okay, we can't play the same way in the second half that we do in the first half when we're fresh, right? So now in the second half, we're trying to slow down, really work on our half-court execution, and that takes time, man. It doesn't take a week of practice. We got to get to the point where, we got this week off. We're going to utilize this week off to clean some stuff up. Once we get to fall break, winter break, when there's no class and we can really dedicate some time to focus on basketball, that's going to be vital for us. So, part of this time of year is all about getting out there, playing as hard as you can, kind of figuring out what you had, and then making adjustments as the season goes on. So I'm pleased with our guys. I think that, they're keeping a positive attitude, even though we dropped 2 close ones that we all knew that we had in the bag. But, still a lot of room for growth and development. And, our guys are in the right headspace to do that.
Mm-hmm. And looking back on those 2 games that you guys lost that were really close, how do you kind of regather the team right after something like that, where it's wow, we just lost a really close battle?
I think in the end, we talk about, our goal is to just keep getting better. And whether we win or lose, I'm gonna go into the locker room focused on, all right, what do we need to do to improve? A lot of times when you win games and you're a team that hasn't won, you can win a game and not focus on all the things that you didn't do well, and then have a false sense of security in where you are. I think our guys know where we are. I think we know we need to get better at the details. I thought we did a great job today limiting Army's fast break points. They had 11 fast break points. I watched Army versus Duke and versus Hartford, and they lived in transition.
Villanova next week, talk about how special that is going up against Jay Wright, where you used to be.
I mean, you know, that's always a battle. For me, it's like being in practice. Just because we got a lot of the same concepts, same plays, same strategies, philosophies, way of looking at the game. Got Coach Chambers on the bench now, so it's gonna be like a Villanova reunion. But you know, for LaSalle and our alumni base, our fan base, to have an opportunity over the holidays to go down to the Palestra and play Villanova in the Palestra, I think it's a great opportunity for us to play against one of the top teams in the country, test our habits again. Great opportunity for us to get some great exposure on ESPN2, and overall, just a great opportunity for Philadelphia college basketball. First Big 5 game versus the Wildcats.